This is Sean with Gate City Foundation Drainage. We are on a job today in Greensboro, and we have got the worst patio I think I've ever seen. So take a look at what we've got going on here. It's all uphill here. This was like some kind of an addition, and the patio is just sloping right into this house. So you can see just how wet it is over here and how close we are to the threshold. So this has been a huge problem back here. And what we're going to do here is take out all these bricks and put in a proper concrete patio. We're going to have to come up high over here and slope it all to this point and then out. So we're working on tearing it out today. Don and Zach are getting these pavers, or starting to get these bricks torn out of here. And what we're going to have to do here is build this up with concrete as well and try to slope it away. If you look at what's going on around here, the gutters have been overflowing, so they think they've got them going right now. And what we're going to do is bring in a little bit of dirt here and try to grade this out just a little bit. Of course, this dogwood's way too close to the house, and this holly, they're both going to come out. And then I guess it's kind of hard to see with the mini bobcat there, but wherever our concrete lands right there, we're going to have to cut this part down, so just to get our fall right. Once we get out to like here, we're falling pretty good out across the yard. We're going to take this dogwood, add a bunch of grade along this area too. The whole idea is whatever's flowing off this hill and this landscape is just going to kick further off the house. We're going to catch this gutter and that gutter and just pipe it wherever makes sense, probably to this little hole right here. We've got properties all around, so yes, we're trading problem water that's going in the foundation for problem water out here in the yard, but the property owner wants to do that, so that's a good trade. There's not really a good place to take the water to here. Usually I say take it to a place where it's no longer a problem. In this case, we're going to be taking it to a place where it's a lesser of a problem. We're going to pull all these shrubs out. Again, add grade along here. So we want this to be sloping away like we usually do. And we also have a fixed point, so we have a lot of water here in this crawl space access. Now obviously we'd love to bring in gray, but you can't do that because you have a fixed point here. So if that's going to be our high point, then we've got to come down across. So this is going to be a little bit tricky, but I think the plan is just to take the mini bobcat and just blow out a little bit of a swale if we can. You can see I may be able to get some fall. Again, the whole idea is we're trying to make it better because this is a really tricky one here. And then if you look over here, some of the dirt we're taking out, this is not as critical, so some of the topsoily dirt we can put back in here. But then look at this, we've got just a basin that's going to collect. So we're going to dig out this organic and put clay back and try to slope it. I think we may even take this border out of here. That would make a lot of sense, so it's not holding water. But I've got the small dump truck today to get those brick pavers out of here. I've got Don and Zach. And the idea for today is to get it torn out and graded, and we've got concrete ordered for tomorrow. So this will be a pretty big one, and this patio is going to be pretty tricky, but that's why I've got the best guys out here. Okay, the guys got everything torn out, and we're just checking to see what we're working with here. Lasers are nice because they give you really good readings, but the problem with lasers is they only give you a reading while you're actually standing there. So he's putting some marks on the wall, and we'll snap some lines. But yeah, so far so good. What do y'all think? So that's level? Or is that where the fall's gonna be?
The mark is level.
Okay.
So we need to bring it down.
Yeah, an inch or so, or more.
3, 4. Have a tape down right there.
Most of you watching my channel know that water flows downhill, but that is very easy to understand. But man, in some cases like this one, it's just really hard to put it into practice. And if you think about it, the center of this patio needs to be the low point, but then from that low point, we need to be going even lower and falling all the way out past that narrow opening out into the yard. And you're going to see coming up that we pretty much just had to like almost hit China in the yard trying to get fall out of that area. This definitely was an impossible patio. All right, we've been working really hard to get our fall right, and we're just gonna be falling like right into this whole bank. So I kind of included taking like a swath out of here, but I think quite a bit more has got to come out. So I'm just looking at what we've got going on here. This is raised up quite a bit. We've got like a foot here with this monkey grass, and we've got a bunch over here as well. So what I'm looking at is just a place to try to lose some of this dirt. So if I take the dirt that's under the Bobcat out, put it up against here, and feather this whole thing out, that'll help keep the water off of this as well, because look at how high uphill we are up to the neighbor. So if I can build this up a little bit, I think we can lose a bunch of dirt, get rid of the monkey grass, feather this all out, like maybe even out to wherever it needs to be. So I think that will improve the yard quite a bit, because this will be coming way down. But we're just over here brainstorming and yeah, trying to figure it out. So that's level with the other one now?
No, that's our fall, isn't it?
Okay, you reset the laser then?
Yep.
Nice. That's the way to do it. Look at that. If you've been watching my channel, you know that in this part of the country, we don't use rebar when we pour our concrete. So if you are from an area that requires concrete, if you have subsurface water, if you have a frost zone, things like that, if you have heaving, if you have bentonite, make sure your defibrillator is close by when you see us pour this concrete. Well, we've got it all ready for concrete tomorrow. It's like a minefield in here with all these grade stobs, but sometimes that's what it takes to get it. I mean, this is just a really complicated one. So yeah, better have a really good buggy driver, that's for sure. We're back out here this morning waiting for concrete, and we're just getting a few finishing touches, and I guess I'm gonna run the compactor again. getting a good concrete pour is really about getting the base correct and getting it compacted. So I typically will leave the compactor on site, and then we're all waiting around for the concrete to show up, and I'll end up just compacting it again or a couple more times just for the heck of it, just to give me something to do. But that helps you get a way better pour. Okay, the concrete truck is here. About to get this pour going. The concrete is finally on the ground. That was probably the longest pour for such a small amount, but the guys worked really hard to get everything right. So we're gonna get things cleaned up, and I think Dawn is finishing up, so let's go check in. All right, the guys are headed to go get some food, and I'm gonna run this back and bring a pickup truck back. So luckily we've got two trucks here. The red maples right there are dropping a bunch of their flowers, so I need to grab a leaf blower on the way back too. Kind of a tough one to broom, isn't it?
I have to go up there on it.
Okay.
that.
Okay, we're just getting cleaned up and everything is looking really, really good. So we will be back out here tomorrow to do some more grading and I guess take down these couple of dogwood trees and a couple more shrubs. So yeah, it was a pretty big day today, but everything looks great. We are back out here the next day to cut some joints. I brought the soft cut saw and I brought Miguel, and we're gonna get this cut and then we're going to get some grading done. So we've got a bunch of dirt to move. So we're gonna get started. Okay, the shrubs and trees are out. Actually, we got to get that little shrub out, but anyway, we've got to clean up all of our organic matter, get it out of here. I brought the leaf blower and a couple rakes, and then I want to start feathering all this out, and I'm going to have to cut this down quite a bit right here. You can see our point there. You know, we're kind of going uphill, so still quite a bit of grading to do.
Clean.
Okay, I know it's always a pain to get shrubs out of here, but boy, you can really see what you're working with. I did forget a vent well, so I'm gonna have to leave a little bit of space right there, but we'll get this right. We always knew that this grading was going to be a little bit of a challenge, and if you think about it, we had a fixed point, a set height for the threshold at that sliding door on the back, and the concrete had to be right, so wherever it landed, it had to land. And since we're going downhill in the backyard here, we had a kind of like an open-ended amount of fall to work with over here. So wherever that concrete ended, we had to make it continue on through the yard. And when we were putting the concrete in, we were kind of like, man, this is going to be a lot of grading, but this has got to be correct right here. So we spent a bunch of time getting this correct.
Good. Only right turning. Take a little bit. That's
Right
it.
there?
See right here, look. Good.
Okay.
Right? See right here?
Oh yeah.
Right.
It's still falling.
Yeah, but if take a little, it's okay, no?
Okay, yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
So only right here.
Okay, this is looking much, much better. Now the water's got basically an unimpeded pathway through here. We checked everything, and we're gonna come back tomorrow and catch this gutter downspout and this downspout. And I did want to mention, we could have put a drain in here because we'll have a pipe right next to it. But the idea is this will definitely spread out and diffuse a lot more. Since we don't have a great place to send the water to, it would just be adding that much more water here. So we're going to have a problem here, but the idea is There's no other place to send it to, and a problem out here in the middle of the yard is way better than having to replace the flooring again. So it's all about this property is all about trade-offs, and same kind of thing. I mean, look how close we are with the grade to the siding. You're not supposed to be that close, but what do you do here? I don't know, you can't be 6 inches away and have fall away from it. There's just no way. So forgetting that vent well was a big mistake, because we're gonna have to come back over here and screw around with this tomorrow along with our PVC pipes. But things are looking really, really good so far. On to the next part. Take a look over here. Whoever installed this sump pump, it pumps out, goes around, goes right back in, and pumps again. So this is just a perpetual circle. I'm gonna move the pipe tomorrow when I have my PVC stuff here. But what I want to do right now, this is kind of like a basin that traps water, so I'm going to try and see how we do. Try to blow some of this out, because we got plenty of fall over to here. Try to spread some of that fall out a little bit. And then anytime you have dirt coming out, you usually have a place you can send it to. So
That one might be a little loose there.
we're gonna put some in here, feather this out.
The black one.
What's going on?
You want one more?
Hey.
Yeah.
Give me that one.
And we're gonna put some dirt in this hole right here too. Okay, we're getting this feathered out a little bit, but I wanted to show you these stairs. It's walk right up into a wall. So there's been a lot of additions done to this house. All right, what we want to do here, get all this black and organic matter out of here and make a slope. What do you think?
Yeah.
You can do it?
No, yeah, but still gotta push more over there.
A little bit, yeah.
All right.
Okay, the guys have got this looking really good. And this was an issue, a drainage issue. Now the water is going to go across here. We'll get some seed and straw on that tomorrow. This was not really an issue, but since we had dirt coming out, it just, it just takes care of it. So, and then of course you can add that to the quote, and it doesn't take that much extra effort, and that problem is solved. Same thing with this over here. There's like a hole right here, so I've got to clean out right there. Want to try to keep that, and the termite thing will probably pull that out, but I'm just going to try to feather this out a little bit, and you won't have a big hole right there anymore. Okay, over here we just have a lot of water coming across here and just going right into the foundation. So we're going to try to take some of this yard down a little bit. We're pretty close to our siding there, so I don't want to bring that up any if we can help it. So if you can't go up there, you've got to go down here. So let me see if I can get you down here and take a look. So you can see we've got a hump right there. And anytime you've got dirt coming out, see if you can put it somewhere. So we're going to pack it along here and take these 4 shrubs out. And Don noticed yesterday this, you got a rectangular step and a round thing. He didn't like that, he noticed it. But anyway, I was going to bring the T450 over here. Keep it. But since I've got the mini Bobcat, I think I'm going to try to use that and see how we do with it. Boy, it looks like a mess here, but look at what we've got going on just already. Look at this. It's already sloping away. And I did want to mention the whole idea with building this up. Take a look. You have a lot of water coming off this flat roof right here. So, because there's no gutter there, I definitely wanted this to kick it off the foundation. But looks like we got some lunch, so we're going to take a break. The neighboring house is just so much higher in elevation, and whenever they did their additions on this house, they just built it right into the bank. So it's been a problem for a long time, and we're just over here trying to regrade and get some fall away from the house, and also just get a little bit of a swale between that higher neighbor and then this house, so that water flowing off the neighbor can actually get away from this house and go down instead of toward the house. Okay, well, we are finished for today. We'll be back over here with some pipe and the trencher and get our gutters caught tomorrow. So we're just getting cleaned up and picked up. Oh, they're gonna put the gate back up too. I got my mall right there too. We're back out here today and hopefully we can get this job done. So got Miguel back with me and got some pipes. We're just getting everything unloaded and set up ready. So let's do it. Okay, Miguel's unloading the pipe. I wanted to redo this pipe a little bit, so I think I can get it done with 2 couplers. I do have a longer piece of pipe on the truck, but I think either way is fine. That's just a much more direct route. Now the water's going to spill out here somewhere, instead of going around in a circle. So just little stuff like that. Keep in mind, water flows downhill. We are getting our pipe laid out here, and I did want to mention again that we are going to be creating a problem out here in the yard. So let's get the discussion going. What do you all think? Right now we've got water going in the crawl space, damaging the flooring inside. We're going to pipe these 2 gutters. We're going to end it right here. The reason we're ending it here, the ground kind of drops off right there, and there's a good place we can just kind of daylight it. So there's no other place. We're going uphill here, property. So, and then you can't take it this way because there's a property there that's pretty low. It's already got problems over there. So yeah, so this isn't an issue, it's a judgment call. Would you rather have problem water up there against the foundation, or would you rather have problem water here? So yep, check this out. This is winter crest. I think it's cardamine. It's probably cardamine hirsuta, but you can tell it's springtime here. That's a really cool plant. All right. Imagine that, we hit a root. I think that's right where that dogwood tree was. But that's okay. We tried to get off that holly right there. Hopefully they'll sprout back up and we'll have some little shrubs here.
Okay, mijo. Up. Up. Oh, yeah. See? I'm ready, baby. Okay. Yep.
Okay, step on it.
See what I'm saying? Go. Hit me this way. Yeah, right there. No, don't push it.
Look at how this corroded pipe was installed. It went down and then it came back up. So what do you think? Think that's going to work? Definitely not. It's all full of crap. If you don't do this, what it'll do, it'll fall. This pipe will fall.
Oh, so like
Right.
support at the bottom.
Yep. So where it's going
So
in like this?
why you not screw? You don't do that. You never do it.
No.
You know, no.
You want to just do it this way, or you'll be good.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
No problem. Or you can put it in the bottom or something.
Yeah.
Like a little. Don't let it.
But see now, look, it's moving. You got to move it back. So you got to keep an eye on it. Okay, drop it down. Okay, get the hammer. Hit it. Okay. See what I'm saying?
Good. Yeah.
Hold for maybe 1 minute.
Pick him up. Go.
Good.
Yeah, hit it a little bit. Yeah, right there.
Looks like we got a custom angle from a previous job. That should work just fine, shouldn't it? Now come out. Come on, down.
More down, baby.
Yeah, I would just go to the end.
Oh, and in?
No, yeah, I cut it.
I got it.
Okay. Go easy.
Good?
Good job, yeah. Right there. I'm gonna hold it right there. Okay, we got this last piece in, and Miguel liked it better out over here than over here. So that's what it's gonna look like. So again, we're probably gonna create some problems over here, but this is in the edge of the yard, not gonna affect any neighbors. But take a look. Okay, I wanted to talk for a minute about the connection here. A lot of people say that this looks like crap, but every single homeowner I've done this with thinks that this looks beautiful because it solves their problem. Some people want these adapters in there. I won't use these because, for two reasons. First of all, it constricts the flow. So now instead of having an open flow, we now have a constriction. The other thing is it seals the pipe up so you can't ever access it. So I can access this pipe still. I can put a garden hose in there, I can put a jetter, I can put a snake in there, whatever. So again, I prioritize function over looks. You can mitigate looks. So how would you mitigate this? Spray paint it black, spray paint a different color, put a frog with a welcome sign in front of it, put a bush in front of it, whatever. That's never gonna fail. If you put these things on here, that constriction can clog up and fail over time. So that's why I don't use these. Okay, we got the pipe painted and we're gonna start trenching. Let me go get the trencher.
Machine?
Yeah. Okay, I'm just taking these adapters apart and I wanted to show you this is why we don't use corrugated and adapter. Look at that. So what you see here, this debris is caught by the adapter. I don't know if I can get this to pop out of here or not. I think I can. Come on. Okay, yeah. See, the pipe is actually clear. The adapter was what was clogging it. So that's a great illustration of why these things you should never use these. I don't care what it looks like. Just put a bush in front of it if you don't like the looks of it. These are going to clog up your system. So where that adapter was clogging, look at what's going on in the downspout itself. So that thing is just clogging up. Okay,
Right.
all that will blow out of this PVC pipe. Anything that gets in the pipe will get blown out. So that's why even though these were in there, nobody knows where they come out. The property manager wanted to replace them. You can't go wrong.
Okay.
Okay.
Right there, baby. Because before crooked and not pushing, huh?
Yep.
All right. See? Push it to me. Push it me. Push it me. Push it me. Right there. Right there.
Okay, we're falling, and my trench got a little bit deep right here. So all you do is you bed the pipe so it's well supported. And then I think we're falling all the way out there.
14 foot, baby.
What is it?
14 foot.
All right, do it. Okay, what do y'all think? Solid PVC glued together. I know we spent a lot more time and money than the corrugated when they put that in, but this is now going to keep working. Everything's falling. We've got pretty much a full bubble almost everywhere and no obstructions. The water's going to flush anything out that gets into it. And you see we've got lots of red maples right here, so we'll be good. If we can't daylight to a curb or gutter or some other place and we have to end up in the lawn like this, what I like to do is I like to armor right underneath the pipe with a large flat stone or a flat paver, and then I like to just line it with riprap and I like to make it look deliberate. So the idea being it doesn't get forgotten about, it doesn't get clogged up and just grown over and nobody ever knows where it comes out. By making the outfall look deliberate like this, it's going to keep working. So this is how I always do my outfalls. Okay, we're just getting this all covered up and getting some seed out. I just grabbed a couple handfuls of pine needles and put it over the pipe. So that's what it looked like before. And you know what I always say, don't use pine needles to cover up drainage problems, but do use pine needles to cover up drainage solutions.
All right.
We're getting everything cleaned up, and I got this gate back on. Anytime you have a gate that you have to take down, I mean, it didn't work before, it didn't open all the way. So anytime you take a gate down, you're gonna have to fix it to where it works. So now it actually opens all the way and closes nicely. But I probably spent 20 minutes on that stupid thing with trying to find the bits and everything else and the socket to move this thing. So anyway, I'm always crying about taking gates down. So there you go. I'm back out here. It's only been a couple days, but we've got a pretty good rain going on right now. So I wanted to come check on how this was doing. So let's take a look. Here's our outfall. And we've got quite a bit of water flowing through here. And remember, we talked about the idea of trading problem water against the house for problem water out in the yard, way away from the house. So that was not ideal, but it was much better than what we had. So let's see how the patio is doing. Okay, it looks pretty good. You can see our water is flowing right through here, which is what it's supposed to do, and it's flowing off the patio. Look at that. Can you all see those little particles? I think those are the pollen from the red maples nearby. Anyway, yeah, look at that. No standing water up against the foundation. So that's what we were going for. Let's take a look out front here. And this one's flowing pretty well. You can see we're already blowing out debris. See the debris in there? So that's going to work much better than the corrugated with those adapters that we talked about. So yeah, this is looking really good. This was definitely a tricky one. That patio where they had built into that bank was just a disaster, and the water was just coming right in that back sliding door and destroying the flooring. There was water in the crawl space. This whole patio thing was just a disaster. So I've been calling this job the impossible patio. And we really, really worked hard to get that concrete right. And in this solution, the concrete is going to be the patio, but the concrete's also going to armor the foundation. And then, of course, you can get fall with just a little bit of, or you can move water with a little bit of fall with concrete. So we spent a lot of time getting that patio correct. That's all working great. It's delivering the water away from the foundation like it's supposed to. Don and Zach did a great job on that. And you might ask why we didn't put like a channel drain at the edge of the patio. I talked about doing that, but the homeowner didn't want to do it. they were working with a budget and they were trying to do some stuff inside, some repairs too with the water damage. So we got the outside done. We caught those gutters. We saw firsthand why you don't use those gutter, the downspout to pipe adapters. That was a pretty cool coincidence that happened. So this was definitely a really, really challenging one, and we were able to get it fixed up. Now, if you notice, I didn't point it out, but where the 2 air conditioners were sitting, that area was really, really low too. So I just don't have a really good solution for that area. We're hoping that by solving everything around it, that little spot will be okay by itself. But anytime you're looking at a house and it's built into a bank like that, or the neighbor sits like 10 feet above, make sure you're doing your drainage due diligence and know what you're getting into. All right, with that, I guess I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching. This is Sean. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you did enjoy it or you learned something, you know what to do. And this was definitely a very challenging one. We had really good success with this. Haven't had any problems with flooding over there since. So with that, I will see you all in the next one. Take care.